There wasn't much that was different outside of the obvious. What did you think, though, in terms of interacting with Ryan Day, in terms of observing him at this practice, how he handled this awesome responsibility that he would not have been able to see coming even a week ago?
Yeah, it looked like he's been set for this his whole life. I mean, I didn't see him as being nervous or scared or erratic. I mean, he was confident. He took command, and the guys really responded to him. So he's a guy that's got a great pedigree. He's been an up-and-coming coach for years, and I think he's poised for this moment. And then the players really respond to him, and I think that's important because you could be a great coach that has a great knowledge, but if the players don't respond, then that's a problem. And I thought the players really responded to him well.
And I think part of that, and I go back to scheduling, everyone's comfortable because they know what's coming. You know absolutely what's coming. So he can have a command of a room because he understands it. He's very comfortable. It's not something that's going to be coming out of left field for him while he's out here on the practice field or even in the meeting room. So I think that helps him kind of continue to get his legs under him until this situation is resolved.
Right, and if it goes longer than maybe expected, he'll make some changes. Because I can tell you from personal experience, he's coaching the quarterbacks, he's calling the plays, and he's the head coach. There's no one else right now, or there's very few people, you can count them on one hand, that are doing that, and the ones that are doing it are probably veteran coaches. And so he would tweak that, especially with Kevin Wilson on the staff and Greg Schiano on the staff. I think it would evolve if it continues.
So if it was you, what would you give up? I mean, because you think about that, right? Play calling, being a head coach, the quarterback's the most important position. So if you're in that position, what are you going to give up?
I would give up the play calling, and I would make sure that I had a GA that was helping me with the quarterbacks, so I wouldn't have to be with the quarterbacks, because the one position that is not involved in special teams, right? We see this all the time. Everyone's doing special teams, and the quarterback coach is over in the other field with the quarterbacks. If that's the head coach, he's got to be on the field with, especially following Urban, who is very much involved in special teams. So I'd give up the play calling, try to coach the quarterback with a GA, and then try to run the program.
And losing Kerry Coombs, too, off the staff, who was very involved with special teams. All of a sudden, that's some responsibility that was not on his plate, that is, with a significant void there. And also this notion of kind of now you're overseeing the defense. And I asked him about that and how he's handling it. And he said, essentially what I'm trying to do is build relationships with those players who I didn't have relationships with, so they know who I am and get a better feel for me. But in terms of the day-to-day coaching responsibilities, he's relying on his staff.